guys, my name is Brianna and this video has been requested and it is tips to survive pregnancy when you're working. This is also sort of a first trimester survival tips, if you will, because it has a lot to do with when you're first pregnant, just kind of what you need to do to get through that first trimester. That can be pretty rough, especially if you're experiencing any sort of nausea or vomiting, those kind of things. But specifically, a lot of these will be angled towards if you are working in an office or if you're working in an environment where during the day it could be a little bit tough to either conceal that you're pregnant or conceal that you're nauseous, those kind of things. So I still think these tips are definite survival tips if you are a stay-at-home mama, or if you're not working in an office, maybe you work from home. There's still definitely things to think of, but these should help you if you are in an office environment or if you work away from the home. So my first tip, number one, is make sure you bring a ton of snacks with you, because you're going to need a lot more food in small doses than the normal lunch break. You're definitely going to probably want 1 or 2 snacks in the morning, especially if you've rushed out the door. You're gonna need like a breakfast and then a snack and then a lunch and then likely an afternoon snack before the time you get home and can have a dinner. That just helped me, and especially with my nausea, if I just had some crackers with peanut butter or apple slices with peanut butter seemed to really help to keep things down and make my stomach just feel a little bit more settled. That leads me to tip number 2, which is stock up on water bottles, ginger ale, juice, Gatorade, whatever you might need to stay hydrated, because especially in your first trimester, you can get headaches or you can be nauseous just because you haven't had enough water to drink that day, or you just need a little bit of something on your stomach. And orange juice can be really good, especially with the folic acid, because your baby needs that. Ginger ale always helped make my tummy feel a little bit more settled, and it's on my grocery shopping list every single time I go to the grocery store now, because ginger ale has just been helping me so much since I'm much more nauseous this pregnancy than I was in my first. Tip number 3, make sure if you have any autonomy over your schedule that you're scheduling in some buffer time either in between meetings or projects to go use the ladies' room, because with frequent urination you have to pee all of the time, and that's one of the things that could probably be a telltale sign to your coworkers if you're not telling them yet, is that you're running to the bathroom all of the time. So schedule in those breaks in between meetings or in between projects or in between check-ins so that you can go use the ladies' room discreetly and not have to get up in the middle of meetings and things like that, even though you still probably will have to. But that definitely helped me when I scheduled in like an extra 5 or 10 minutes buffer in between things so that I could run and use the restroom. That leads me to tip number 4, which is, again, schedule in some time for breaks, because you're going to feel so much more fatigued and exhausted when you're pregnant that you're just gonna need some extra downtime. Like, you might just need to lay back in your chair and like shut your eyes for 5 or 10 minutes, take some deep breaths. You don't want to stress yourself out when you're pregnant, and let's face it, work environments can get really stressful sometimes. So try to make some time for a break, and maybe it's not the break where you're sitting in your chair. Maybe it's 15 minutes where you're gonna walk around the office, or you're gonna go get the mail, or you're gonna go make copies and like walk around and deliver things, just to get on your feet and get your blood pumping, because that's also really good for you and baby too, to have those little short bursts of like a mini workout, if you will. So make sure you schedule in some time for breaks. You should not be going 8 to 5 nonstop. Okay, here is tip number 5, and that is pack a little toiletry bag to keep at your desk or to keep in your work bag that has gum, mints, and a toothbrush and a little travel toothpaste. Because just in case you get nauseous at work and end up actually vomiting, that way you have something to brush your teeth, you have some gum or mints to conceal it, and you don't feel like a disaster for the rest of the day. Also, may not be a bad idea just to bring like a darker colored blouse, because that way if you need to do anything to like change your top or anything like that, you have something extra on hand. And I should probably add, have like a hair tie on your wrist at all times, just so that you could tie your hair back quickly if you do have to run to the restroom and vomit, unfortunately. I pray that that happens to none of you, but let's face it, it happens. It's part of pregnancy. All right, tip number 6. this is one that for me, I did not want to give away that I was pregnant early to my coworkers when I was working in an office. I'm now working from home, so things are a little bit different for me. But I kept wearing my heels to work because I felt like everyone would know immediately if I was wearing flats, that like something was up, because I'm a heels girl. I wear heels every single day. But I did bring a pair of slippers for at my desk in my office, just so that if I was like having to reach for things on bookshelves or having to do anything, I could put on my slippers and take off my heels and just feel more comfortable. And also just felt better, like if I needed to prop my feet up, sometimes I would like turn over the recycling bin and prop my feet up on it. And I liked wearing my slippers. It just made me feel much more comfortable. Okay, tip number 7. So this is one that again has to do with your comfort, and especially for me, and I'm going through this so much right now, but it helped me so much. My mom got me, it was a heating pad and massager combo that you could put in your office chair. And that just made me feel so much better after I'd been sitting there for a long time typing or working on a project. I could turn that on and it would either massage, or I could turn on the heat, and it was just so much more comforting and so helpful, so that I wasn't feeling sore and just miserable those hours when you're stuck at the office or at work. So that was definitely something huge. And I think she just got it from Kohl's, but I'm sure you could look online and Google it or look on Amazon or something like that. But just for like, it was like a mini heating pad back massager. Okay, here's my final tip. So this is tip number 8. Download some pregnancy apps, because on those days when you're either really stressed out or you're so sick and tired of your job, or maybe you have some downtime and you're just feeling a little bit bored and you're getting anxious about when's baby gonna get here, or all of the changes that you go through, your hormones are like roller coaster ride. So download some pregnancy apps, because I absolutely loved if I was taking a lunch break or if I had a little bit of downtime, I would read the app and see what's going on with baby this week, or what's going on with me this week, or you know, I'd watch the little video about the baby's development that week, and it just kind of helped me pass the time, ground myself, and you have something so exciting coming. So no matter if this day is stressful or boring, whatever it might be, it just would kind of reground me and keep me going and keep me motivated. Okay, so there are my tips on how to survive pregnancy at work, and just some tips I think on how to survive the first trimester in general. Making sure you're taking breaks and having snacks and have a nausea kit, that you're prepared for anything, and that you're keeping yourself motivated and grounded and excited about this really amazing time where you're growing a little human in your belly that you're gonna meet very soon. So I hope you like this video. Again, it was one of my subscribers' requests, so if you have any other requests, let me know in the comments. And one of the next videos I'm going to do as well, that's sort of along the lines of first and second trimester, is how to conceal your bump. So if you're whether hiding it for your friends or your family or coworkers because you're waiting to tell, I'm gonna show you guys some tips on how you can hide the bump for a bit. So be on the lookout for that video soon. And if you're not a subscriber, don't forget to click that red subscribe button. There's lots of pregnancy updates, mom videos, and there's probably gonna be some shopping hauls and some home decor videos coming up as well, since we are moving in about a month and a half. So be on the lookout for a lot of fun videos to come, plus still some fall videos, and there will definitely be some Christmas videos as well. Thanks so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye guys.